Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends? I'm Sholazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. Today is 31st December 2018 when I'm uploading this video, which means tonight at 12 it's New Year. So happy New Year everybody. And many of you have noticed that I haven't been uploading for last 2 weeks, and many of you know why I couldn't upload those videos, because I've already updated that in the community section that my laptop was not working, and since it is the only place where I edit and upload my videos, I couldn't do any of this. So it took like 2 weeks of time to repair my laptop, and right now it is in the working condition. So from now I'm again going to upload my videos at a regular basis. So in today's video I'm going to teach you an amazing move which is very important for card magic, and it is used for fake counting 3 or more cards in your hand as 4 cards, and this move is called the ghost count or the Elmsley count, and it's a very important move for card magic. And this is a very important move for you to learn, because some of my tricks that I'm going to teach you in future will include this move as a base move for doing those tricks. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video.
This week's Instagram feature goes to Crazy Magician. Follow him on Instagram. Link is given in the video description. I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Alright guys, here is the tutorial for the Elmsley count or the ghost count. Now, this count is a false count where you're actually counting 3 cards as 4. And the minimum number of cards that you're going to have in your hand is 3, and the maximum that you can have is either 6 or maybe 7, not more than that, because the thickness of the cards also matters. So make sure you at least have 3 cards and you don't have more than 7 cards. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the Elmsley count with this number of cards. Now, as you can see, I have 3 cards over here, and I'm going to give you an example of how this Elmsley count looks, and I'm going to count in front of you these 3 cards as 4. So as you can see, I have these 3 cards and I'm going to count it 1, 2, 3 and 4. You saw me, I counted 4 cards, but I actually have 3 cards. Now the rule in the Elmsley count is we are always counting 3 cards, and the 3 cards are the first card, the second card and the last card. Now the first card is counted twice. When you're having these cards in your hand, at first what you're doing is you're holding the cards in the mechanic's grip, and then you're actually using your thumb to strip the card, the top card, outside, and then you're holding the other cards, the remaining amount of cards, with your thumb, your index finger and your middle finger of your other hand, and then you take this card out and count it as 1, and then when you go to take the other card, you're pushing the other card and you're leaving this card on the bottom of this card. So what you're doing is you're actually going like this, you're leaving that card and you're pushing the second card, but you're doing all of these things at the same time. So when you're stripping it on the first card, you're counting as 1, and then when you're going to take the next card, you're actually pushing it out with your thumb so that it is easy for you to strip it out from the other pack of cards. And as you come over here, you're leaving this card with the to the bottom of the last card, and then you actually have 1 card left over here in this hand, but the spectators are going to think that you have 2 cards, and then you're going to push the last card and then the first card again, and you're going to count it as the last card. So this is how the Elmsley count works. Okay, now as you saw that I counted 4 cards, I counted these 3 cards as 4, and even if you have 4 cards, you can just do a normal count, but this Elmsley count comes into play when you're going to hide 1 card or maybe multiple cards from the spectator. Now since I told you that we are going to count only 3 cards as 4, but we have, let's say we have 4 cards over here, and we can straight away count 1, 2, 3, 4 cards just like that. Then the problem will be the spectator is going to see the presence of this blue card. Now if you don't want to show your spectator that you have a blue card right over here, you can easily do an Elmsley count, and you can just count this first card, the second card, and the last card, as I told you in the beginning, these three cards as 4 cards. And then by doing that, you can actually hide the blue card. Now this time it requires a little bit of skill, because this time when you're doing the Elmsley count, you are actually, in the second time, you're pushing 2 cards as one. Now if the cards are actually separating like this, it doesn't really matter, because when you're doing the Elmsley count, you're doing it at a fast motion, and when you're doing it at a fast motion, the spectators are not going to see the 2 cards separating themselves. Okay, so when you're doing the Elmsley count, you have to make sure that you're doing it perfectly, because if you don't do it perfectly, the spectator is going to see a peek of the other card that is present inside this pack of cards. So now we have 4 cards, and the first time we are going to do as we did at the beginning. We are going to strip out 1 card, and then we are going to take it out. And as we take it out, we are holding the other cards with these 3 fingers, and as we hold the other cards with these 3 fingers, when you come to take the second card, we know the third card is the blue card, and so we need to push these 2 cards together. And as we push these 2 cards together, we come over here, we take this card, leave it, and we actually push it right over here at the point where the index finger is touching the last card. We are pushing it right over here, and then we are taking these 2 cards as one. So we are having 2 cards as one over here, and then we are continuing the count 3 and 4. So as we can see in the Elmsley count, the cards that we are going to count is the first card, the second card, and the last card every single time, and we are counting 3 cards as 4. Now let's say we are having more than 4 cards. Let's say we are having this 7 cards total, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and we need to hide all these blue cards. Then we can actually hide it by doing the Elmsley count and counting them as 4. So I'm going to do it one more time. 1 2 3 4. As you saw that I swiftly counted these cards, and for that reason you didn't suspect me of having more than 1 card or more than 4 cards, and a different card present inside this pack of 3 cards. Now in the same way, if these 3 cards are kept just above the last card, then we are actually going to count them as 4 by just counting the first card. The second card will be the all the cards that is present on the top of the last card, and the third card will be the last card, and the fourth card is the first card, which is actually going back to the last position. So 1 2 3 4. As you saw, I counted 4 cards, but we actually have 3 more cards which are read back. So ultimately what we learned today is we are doing the Elmsley count only with 3 cards, and those 3 cards are the first card, the second card, and the last card. Now let's say we are doing the Elmsley count with this position of cards. Then the first card will be this one, the second card will be this one, and the last card will be this one. And for that reason, when you are going to count the cards, we are going to count 4 cards, and the 4 cards will be 1 2 3 and 4. So the spectators are going to see 4 blue cards that we are counting, and they are not going to see the presence of these red cards. Now I can give you a certain tip for practicing this move, the move that is the hardest part in the Elmsley count, that is taking the card and then again putting it back to the bottom of the last card. And it is very difficult because you actually have to keep that card back squared with the last card, and you have to do it really fast. Okay, so what I do is I hold the cards just like this with my middle finger here and the index finger here and the thumb here, and so when I take this card and when I bring it back, I usually keep my index finger a little lifted from the face of the card, and as I keep that index finger like that, I actually slide that card in, and since this finger is right over here at this edge and the index finger is guarding this edge, I actually push this card diagonally inside, and when I do it, the card comes over here and sticks at the edge, and it almost stays squared up, as you can see. Now the other thing that you have to practice is doing this stripping. Okay, so you have to keep that card squared, at the same time you have to take the other card. So just practice that first move, the squaring move that you have to do, and then you're going to practice the squaring and then stripping the same card at the same time. Now this time it will be a little difficult, so you just do it slowly, and then as you get into the motion you actually increase the speed of the counting. As you can see, I can keep on counting just like that. Now it looks like that I'm keeping on counting and the cards are changing their position, and this is how smoothly you have to do the Elmsley count. And that's it for the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @Sholazari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Wizard Savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to the channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace.